What's up, everybody? Hope everyone had a great weekend. I know I did. Got our new intro up. I forgot to press broadcast, so you guys missed the first minute, but you'll see it tomorrow night. To thank Markable for doing that. He made that for me. He was here recently for a little over a month, and we got to hang out and do things. And he told me when he was going to get back, he would make me a video. And there you go. That's my intro. And the time changed. Crazy Americans changed your clocks again. So therefore, I think I'm later for the East Coast. I'm later for everybody. So I haven't changed. It's still 10 p.m. for me. So there you go. There you go. Well, got quite a lot of comments already. Simon. Proud X skin. Hey, Red Squirrel. Black Label X Pack. No more poor. That's right. Another great day to be HEX skin. Heck yeah. I don't think I need my AC on. Hand pink waving. Howdy, Hexkins. SMO Spider. Hello, Crypto Compassion. Ben Davis. TUSD is a stable to bring money in and out. I don't use TUSD. Corey Geary is the main guy that uses that I know of. But I'm sure there's people in our in the No Permissions Telegram group that use TUSD. Forgot today. Hey. Bright light? No, sir. I think they canceled some time zones. LOLs. Guess we wait for an hour. Bananas are a good source of potassium. Yes, they are, Weber. But I take, I eat dates, 6 dates and 2 figs every morning. And they have more potassium than a banana does. And lots of other benefits. A good source of fiber as well. Hello, Corey. There you go. Here's our TUSD guy. I'm early because we got lots to talk about. You take 2 days off and the whole world crumbles. Well, except for HEX. Yeah, exactly. And I got the news to talk about it. FMX. When HEX go? Not sure. Awesome thumbnail tonight, Randy. HEX is hot. And good evening, everyone. Hola, Pepe. That's right. HEX is on fire. Finally clock an hour ahead. My dog was happy. He got to eat an hour earlier. The OA has been very active transferring USDC to DAI. Attempts on the Uniswap version 5 is what Maddie said. The benevolent OA has our back. Amazing. That is good to hear. Gotta mitigate that risk. Hex baby. Oh yeah, that's right, Dugginator. Friday, I'm buying more HEX in my check. I don't care what price it's at either. No problem, Z. We're very early in this bull market, so you're still down, or HEX is down from the top, still over 80%, so that's good. Hey, Jeremy, time for positive news. How about that thing, what's it called? Oh, yeah, HEX. The HEX storm is here. Get ready. All hail King Richard. Yes. Biden's new tax plan. Wow, who's all going to Puerto Rico? No, I'm not. Sandy's here. What's up, Randy, my fellow Hexicans? Are we going to hit 8 cents tonight? I think we already did, Squatchy. Someone said in the Telegram that we already did, then it came back down. Sandy. Crispy. 1v3? No idea. I'm hoping that it goes another week like this. Keep the FOMO going. FOMO! Gotta love a little pump. Yeah, it feels good. Sandy's here. The party can start. Samuel, see you, sir. Hex Glenn, person, turquoise waving. When YouTube does that, it cracks me up. You got this, elbow cough. Badass new intro. Thank you, Jeremy. I have to thank Markable for that. He did an amazing job. And he made the one for Access Alive as well, and a couple others. Remember the one with DCC, Dollar Cost Crypto, and the Knights of the Crypto Table or something. Hex with Motley and all those guys. He made that one too. We back at 10 p.m. baby. Yeah, Joshua. I don't change. It's y'all guys that change. Thank you, Dr. Lindsay. Thank you. You guys are moving all over the place. Hey, Mom. Yeah, my mom's probably going to fall asleep. She's too old for this shit. It's too late. Hey, Charles. And here we go. Sandy, Compassion. Good to see you. Bang, bang. Thank you. Thank you, Vets of Crypto. It's still 8 p.m. for you? That's weird. I have no idea how the clocks work up there. This is bizarre. Maybe in some areas they don't change. Let's first thing I want to address. I'm gonna stop that screen share. I want to share something else. Is my backup. This is not my main Twitter, okay? This is one of my backup channels. And I've had this Twitter account for 8 years. Someone said, you know you're an OG when you got over 10,000 followers on a backup handle. This used to be VIP Panama Tours. Anna and I had one of the, probably the most successful Panama tour company online in Panama when it came to SEO and things like that. Our website was amazing. And I would write content, articles, all kinds of cool stuff. And it was all talking about Panama. So this was the channel for that. And it was, I've used it for many different things. See how this, I'm just following everybody. Oh, your account suspended. Okay, that's my back. This is my main account. See, it still says I'm suspended. But I'm going to use it to retweet all you guys and share my content too. So there was some people that were worried that this was a fake account trying to hoodwink everybody, and it's not. It's actually me. It's my real account. So don't worry. I've had it for a long, long time. I think that's what threw people off. They never heard anybody starting off with a new account that had over 10,000 followers. Yeah. Buying food and supplies. The bank dominoes might fall tomorrow. Well, Pulse Pilgrim, we're going to talk about that in a second. Thank you, Ted. 11 p.m. Eastern for me. That's right, Sandy. Yeah, Eastern, you guys get it the worst. Yeah, thank you, Pepe. I told him I wanted to be modern. Yoden says, 4X, we are just getting started. Good to see you, Yoden. That's a crypto. Perfect. That's a good time. X almost 8 cents. Hey, TX. Well, at least our friends in the UK, there's a couple that used to watch. There was a couple folks that used to watch it back in the day, but when the hours shifted and it was actually an hour later for them, it ended up being like 4 in the morning, they're already in bed. Yep. Corey says he uses TUSD. Hey, Tom. Hey, Jason. What's up, Randy? Any word on your Twitter? No. Well, I just gave you word there. It's still suspended. Twitter, it's amazing to me how little they communicate. They haven't told me anything. What does the shirt say? Oh, it says, make Orwell fiction again. 1984. Only the young us old folks know the movie, the book 1984. Hey, UFO 42. See, Corey's going to Puerto Rico. Much love, chat fam. Biden could send HEX to $10 fast. Well, yeah, we'll see. Why has the price jumped? FOMO plus money's moving out of the traditional markets into crypto. I think it's for once it's looking like a safer haven. The Knights of the Crypto Table intro was the best. Yeah, that was amazing. Oz clocks never change. See, to me that's smart. That's a smart thing. Arizona doesn't change. See, genius. Umberto, yo. Hello, everybody. It's from sunny Miami. Yep. Smart whales buying HEX. They know what's up. I had a couple people that were paranoid messaging me, and I said, look, I'm just glad I'm in HEX. I prefer analog and mechanical clocks float through time. 2 is 1 and 1 is none. Aussies just look at the sun to tell the time. No Rolex required. See? It's easy to do when the clocks don't change, right? Because it's the same every day. Well, here in Panama, it's the same as well. The sun comes up around 5:30 a.m. and it goes down at 6:30 p.m. every day. It's pretty simple. It's really good for your circadian rhythm as well. Fed going to start printing money again. Dollar on the way down. Crypto up. Well, not yet. Not yet. Hey, Franklin. let's get into that. Let's get into it. All right, so share screen. Let's do this one first. Yeah, this is the CoinDesk article. See if you guys can see it. All right. Now, I told you guys that Silvergate was going under. We already knew that one, but guess who just got shut down? Signature Bank. Signature Bank is the largest of the crypto banks, the ones that deal with crypto. Their deposits were, I think, a total about 111 billion, whereas Silvergate's were 11 billion. So it was 10 times larger than Silvergate, and now Signature has been shut down, but it looks like the feds have come in to save the day. Well, let's read through this, and it gives you an idea of what Signature and Silvergate were doing. The bank's, this is about Silvergate. The bank's exchange network, SEN, had a simple premise and played a crucial role from its inception in 2018 through its shutdown on Friday. Analysts and experts are handicapping what might fill the void. So this is the exchange network that Silvergate had. Amount of transfers in 2022 so far, or for the year 2022, was it what quarter? Second half of 2022 was 229 or almost $230 billion for the second half of 2022. It wasn't really crypto and it wasn't really a network, but the program at Silvergate Bank, called the Silvergate Exchange Network, or SEN for short, played a crucial behind-the-scenes role in facilitating off-blockchain money transfers between big investors and crypto exchanges. Now the network has been shut down. Closed last week as the bank's parent company, Silvergate Capital Corp., acknowledged there were questions about its ability to continue as a growing concern, and that it would be late in filing an annual report with securities regulators. Even before the announcement, key users of SEN, including the crypto firms Coinbase, Gemini, Paxos, Circle, Galaxy Digital, CBOE Digital, and Bitstamp, were already dropping off, citing the need for caution. Kraken, a crypto exchange, tweeted Tuesday that we are winding down our relationship with Silvergate, taking steps to ensure that clients and operating cash is safe and secure. With no clear prospects for a restart of SEN anytime soon, analysts and industry pros are trying to estimate how valuable the network really was as a core part of the nascent crypto market's infrastructure, and if other blockchain firms or even traditional banks might step in to fill the void. It's hard to know just how damaging the loss of SEN will be right now, said Noel Atchison, former head of research at CoinDesk and Genesis Trading. I suspect it was probably a low fraction of what it used to be, so the immediate impact is not that significant. It's more a regrettable removal of a convenient service. All right. SEN wasn't really an interbank network per se like SWIFT, Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication, or Fedwire, two well-known funds transfer services that banks use. Rather, it was a collection of accounts at Silvergate, long seen as crypto-friendly bank, that were able to instantly transfer money between one another. So if an institutional investor had an account at Silvergate, sending dollars to an exchange was as simple as making an internal transfer to that exchange account at Silvergate. The functionality was available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. All right, so that's that article. Share this tab instead. Okay, now I'm understanding how this feature works. Thank you, StreamYard. Okay, so now the Federal Reserve announces emergency lending facility to shore up U.S. banks. All depositors of tech lender SVB can access their money while Signature Bank is closed by regulators. So U.S. regulators unveiled emergency measures on Sunday to shore up the banking system and took control of another lender as they moved to stem contagion from the implosion of Silicon Valley Bank. The Federal Reserve announced a new lending facility aimed at providing extra funding to eligible institutions to ensure that banks have the ability to meet the needs of all their depositors. In a statement, the U.S. Central Bank added it was prepared to address any liquidity pressures that may arise. So I know that Janet Yellen was pissed. She did not want to bail these banks out. I think that she was just doing it for face. She knew that they were going to do it anyways. The measures come after a frenzied weekend marked by a chaotic search for a potential buyer for SVB and regulators' closure of New York-based Signature Bank. The so-called Bank Term Funding Program will offer loans of up to 1 year to lenders that pledge collateral, including U.S. Treasuries and always U.S. Treasuries, and other qualifying assets which will be valued at par. The program will eliminate any and institutions need to quickly sell those securities in times of stress. It won't be enough to cover all uninsured U.S. deposits. The Fed said the facility is backstopped by the Treasury, which put up $25 billion. The discount window where banks can access funding at a slight penalty remained open and available. All right. Of signatures, $89 billion in deposits, 90% were not insured by the FDIC at the end of last year. According to a regulatory filing, roughly a fifth of its total deposits were related to digital assets as of December 31st. All right, Signature Bank is the crypto bank, and so was Silvergate. They were the crypto banks. Officials on Sunday said no losses stemming from the resolution of either SEV or Signature's deposits will be borne by the taxpayer. Sure. Bullshit. Any shortfall will be funded by a levy on the rest of the banking system. They added that shareholders and certain unsecured debt holders would not be protected. Gary Gensler, chair of the Securities and Exchange Commission, vowed in a statement on Sunday to investigate and bring enforcement actions in the event of violations of federal securities law. All right. I can't handle any more bullshit. Okay. Jeez Louise. Okay. So Yellen comes out and says, we're not going to save these banks. A day later, the Fed comes in and says, we're going to save these banks. And now Gary Gensler is saying we're going to come after whoever's at fault here. The funny thing is that these two banks, I'm not including SVB, but we're just talking about Silvergate and the other one, Signature Bank, that they were the crypto banks. They just took a baseball bat to the kneecaps of CeFi. Now, I'm not a CeFi user. Most of you guys aren't either. There's some of you I know that use some of the CeFi products, and you still use your Binance and all that kind of stuff. But most of us don't. We are luckily in the RH ecosystem. We've learned about DeFi. We're not feeling it. I got my coins, my HEX is mining for me or publishing or whatever the hell it's doing. I'm earning Hedron. I'm earning Icosa. I got money getting printed all over the place. I got my own money printers. I don't need the Fed's money printers. So very good day for those of us who are in this ecosystem. I was getting messages from people all paranoid. Oh my God, what do I do? You should have been watching Randy back in September. I told you all Silvergate was going down. I didn't know Signature was going to go down. I didn't know SVB was going down, but I thought Silvergate was going down for a long time. And that was just the first domino. Hey, Motley, 1984 was a great book. Yes, it was. Hey, that's in crypto. I'll see you here. These guys are all going to Puerto Rico. Can't get cash from a bank, but have crypto. Buy gold or silver with your crypto online and sell them for cash at a gold dealer. There you go. Wake Dogs got the answer for you. That is a good one, too. I'm going to talk to the guys at Kinesis. I told you guys I broke my commitment to load when their gold coin depegged from on the Avalanche chain. It depegged from gold. I don't know what the hell the issues were. I don't care what the excuses are, but if your coin depegs, I'm not holding it anymore. So I'll contact the folks at Kinesis. I don't exactly know how they do theirs. I think it's just I don't know if there's any crypto involved with that backs with the gold and silver. I just think that it's like a gold and silver debit card type of thing, and they take crypto to buy the gold and silver. So pretty simple. I wrote them on Saturday, I think, because we need that. Hex is pumping hard and deep. That's a good thing. Tide time never changes here in Thailand. You're always late for everything. No one ever thinks twice about it. Not a problem. Hey, Pac-Man. Famous sack points have been updated. All right, I'll have to go on Fatty. If you guys don't know, you can go to Fatty's website. It's like a wallet. It's not their wallet, but it shows you everything that's in your wallet. So all you have to do is copy and paste your address, and it'll show you all your points for Famous and for Fiat and e-Fiat and all that kind of stuff. If I'm talking funny tonight, it's because I bit my lip earlier. It's like, tasty. Oh, God. I should have stayed back. Liza, yes, exactly. DAI should have stayed backed only by Ethereum. And then the co-founder of DAI, or MakerDAO, ended up dead, drowned off the coast of Puerto Rico, fully clothed. Yeah. When he said that they were after him on Twitter just a few days before. Yeah, he was the guy who went and started RAI, which is it's a balancer, which is another stable coin. And I don't think he liked the fact that DAI was getting, I think it was up to what, 80% backed by USDC or something. That's ridiculous. No, thank you. Yes, bring on eFiat. Hopefully this week. Locksmith, welcome. Pac-Man says 2 years bonds are tanking, means stock markets and all risky assets goes up. Fed is back to printing. All right. Back to printing. Well, let's see. When is the next meeting? I'm not positive they're going to raise, or they're going to not raise, because inflation's still running hot. Unemployment is still the lowest it's been, I think, since it's been tracked. So, they feel like they can sacrifice some of the unemployment by continuing to raise rates. I really don't think they care about the banks going under. Not at all. HEX token. Good morning to you, sir. All bad Fed BS is pricing. Okay, you think it, Backman? Okay, I understand. I understand where you're coming from. I just don't think I think they're gonna continue to raise at least once more. Maybe by August, September, they'll start cutting. Remember, November is when the election year starts, 1 year before the election. And then they'll start cutting rates because, shit, someone locked up their tires out there. So I think that they'll continue to raise rates until summer. They always go too much, right? Never in history has the Fed hit it perfectly on the head. They always go too much. They overshoot. Some haters took me out, man. No good. Oh no, Backman. HEX token. Yep. HEX, here we go. Team 8 is next. Yes. Can't recall, but have added you back in. Ah, okay. There you go. Nice. USAA unaffected. That's right. USAA is a great bank. If you guys are, I don't even know, when I was part of USAA, you had to be a veteran to get in there. I don't know if it requires to be a veteran anymore, but they were a very good bank. Backman. Guys are just saying hello, everybody. Money really is just a meme. Imaginary numbers like a video game. Hell yeah, ain't that the truth? Gary's gonna get fired. Let's hope so. And HEX is a better designed version of it. What are we talking about, Chris? Talking about Bitcoin? They're always blaming on crypto. Yeah, always. Yeah. Randy was right. At least I was about CFI. And I lost a good friend over it. I told him that CFI was going to tank, and this was probably November or so. I said CFI is going to take the market down. He's like, no way. And I said, well, I'm just glad I'm in real DeFi. And he goes, what's real DeFi? And I said, it's HEX. He's like, oh, HEX is not decentralized. It's centralized with one key player. And I'm like, look, no, it's not. It's decentralized finance. He didn't like that. And because I called him out on my stream, he got very mad at me. Well, if you say bullshit, Randy's going to call you out. Hey, Maddie. And I expect you guys to do the same thing. If I say something that's bullshit, call me out. Yes, like Silvergate, that was famous, yes. Let's play some slots. No, Scott, I got butchered this week, or last week. We haven't broken through yet? No, we haven't. Crypto Coffee says Zelle froze his service and he tried to send 3,000. What is Zelle? I don't know what that is, Hex Force One. You're right, Chris. We are just getting started. Yeah, we'll see that what Chase does for sending a wire this week to Coinbase. Should be fine. They said buy gold and then exchange it for cash. I suggested a gold coin last week and it was a bad one. Can you suggest a good one? Gold token to offload into. Kinesis. Kinesis seems fine. And they wrote me. They tried to get me to join their team. I think it was like last August or something. But I was already committing to Load. And then Load shot themselves in the foot. Let me just drink a little bit. You don't let your coin depeg when it's a stable coin. Next Fed meeting, March 22nd. Okay. Wow. 10 days. Oh, it's going to be an interesting 10 days now, isn't it? Just listen to disco, and most times will be real good. Disco makes everybody happy. FOMC, March 23rd. Just checked it again. Okay, so March 23rd. Say, hey, people, play disco music. Or, hey, Siri, play disco music. Alexa, play disco. So I called, today we called our friend Cindy, a crypto OG. She used to work with Eric Voorhees back in the day. And we're talking to Cindy today. And in the middle of our call, she's like, Alexa, do this. I was just talking to Alexa. Now, we have, there's people with Alexa in Panama, but the only time I've ever seen it was actually her when she lived here in Panama. But the way she talked to Alexa, and it kind of creeped me out, was like Alexa was a family member. Hey, Alexa, do this. Hey, Alexa, do that. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? Kind of creepy. And so when I ended the call, or when we ended, my wife and I, we were all talking together. We ended the call. I said, bye, say bye to Alexa for me. That's creepy. How many of you guys have Alexa in your house or Siri? I mean, I know I have Siri, but I have it deactivated on my computer. But how many use Alexa and Siri to have conversations with? That just creeps me out. It really does. Do you think USDC will depeg on Monday? Mike, it's already depegged. I don't know what the price is right now, but it already fallen off. I'm on time, sort of. Possibly the only positive thing daylight savings provided. Regardless, I want my fucking hour back. Hex is perfect. It's in God mode. Yes, it is. Hello, Roman. Yes, on USAA, military service required or a family member that served. Okay, cool. Yeah, I had a car loan through them. Hey, Wakanda. USAA permits spouses and children, maybe additional ancestors events. Interesting. RH tweeted yesterday, Aragon running in sync now. That's all nodes running in sync. Now hopefully testnet version 3 imminent. Yep, I imagine they're going to want to run a few days. Squidlord says, we're cutting lawns and cairns. Oh my God, it's so hot. Come on, Pulse Chain, save me. The car wash video was awesome. Wash out weak hands to the moon. Yes, yes. She's talking about, my mom's talking about I made a TikTok while I was in the car wash. It's a service that allows you to send friends money through your bank with phone number. Oh, okay. Kind of like a Venmo type of thing. What I meant was that all the Fed cuts until summer etc. are all priced into the markets because market always prices in and sees 1 year ahead. Yeah, pretty much. Zelle is an intra-banking money swap app built into bank apps. Only now they've absolved the banks from any errors or fraud associated with the Zelle payments. How very CFI of them. That's right. Guess OA made a good trade turning that 40 million tether into DAI. Stop talking to my Alexa. I visited Cairns 13th MEU back in the day. I hope you don't use Alexa. No, yeah, stay away from that shit. 224 million wallets will have access and exchange on Pulse Chain and PulseX. Don't you think this will be massive from price performance for PLSX? Well, Wakanda, that means in order for PLSX to do really well, we have to have a lot of transactions. We have to have a lot of people trading, and it'll be the main trading platform for Pulse Chain. Remember that The guys at Fiat also have PHUX or FUX. That one's going to have a lot of transactions as well. So we'll have a little bit of, it's going to take time. Don't think that the buy and burn is going to be some huge benefit to PulseX in the first 6 months to a year. When it starts going, though, it's really going to go. It's going to be the FOMO in the first 6 months to a year to get your position ready for the bull run. And then hopefully we get those, $1 billion a month going through in trades. And then you start making massive amounts just by staking. Good back, man. USDC is almost repegged. Is it Doug and Anner? I haven't looked. See, my mom says no Siri or Alexa. I like my privacy. Yeah. I think I just asked my brother. My brother is a, cryptographer, Navy cryptographer. If I asked him, he'd be like, "Don't do it." Okay, cool. Don't say your keys out loud ever. Everything is listening nowadays. Yes, it is. Peer-to-peer transfer via bank. Interesting. Man, you guys have gotten a lot of new stuff since I left the U.S. I've been gone for 12 years. So raising rates while bailing out banks and printing money. Weimar, Germany, hyperinflation reminds me from history. Yeah. Just an assistant, not the Terminator. Live a little, people. Disco, dancing, remember? True, are you drinking tonight? My stakes end soon. I want to invest half back in. What's the pool to exit for value? Yes, I'm a noob. It's going to be Pool Party or Steakhouse. There's two of them. Pool Party or Steakhouse. What is the crypto market going to do on Monday? Paul, we really don't know. It's all up in the air, but the government has already said that they're going to bail out these banks. So that could mean that we have, let's look at the charts here in a second. I like to pronounce Fuchs, looks like Fuchs, like McGregor. Hey, where's Charles Fuchs? I'd like to see him stop by. He came in the chat one day. You guys remember a couple weeks ago? Maybe a couple months ago now. Fuchs, my boy Charles Fuchs. One of my early, when I was back into silver and gold, he's one of my boys. All right, let's see. Okay. Oh, that's HEX. So let's start off with HEX. This is in the 4 hour. Oh, we got a sell indicator on the 4 hour, but the BGMC looks great, right in the middle. Demand index is over 0. That's good. And we have just a little bit of fear, just a tiny bit. Let's go. Look, and remember, this is over the whole market, not for HEX, okay? All this fear here was mainly for what's going on with Bitcoin and ETH and all that. Let's go out to the monthly. HEX on the monthly still looking beautiful. Look at that. Go get it, HEX. Let's go for 8 cents. Demand index is over 0. We have just below on fearful side. And weekly. Goodness gracious, that's gorgeous. Look at that demand index. We are strong over now. We are at 0.156 with the demand index. Sentiment has changed. Look, we pop over to go back under. Pop over, we go back under. Oh, we're staying over for a couple weeks now. You can do it, HEX. And start over here, Bitcoin. All right, so we do have a still green on the monthly indicator. The DI is still under 0, so the sentiment has not changed 100% positive yet. Remember, guys, I'm not doing TA. This is just using indicators. This is for lazy people like me. So got 4 months or 4 weeks into a red indicator. The moving average has passed over. The red has passed over the green, so negative. The demand index is back on 0 for the weekly. We do have a little bit of fear, so these are all negative indicators. And go to the daily. Daily do, as of yesterday, we got that huge pump yesterday. So this is positive. The green's over the red, that's positive. We're still under for the demand, for the sentiment. the BGMC has passed through the red and the green all within the last 24 hours, so that's positive. So that'd be interesting to see if we continue to push up. Oh, we got too many ORX indicators. There we go. It'd be interesting to see if we continue to push up on the daily. Ethereum is probably going to mimic, probably be almost identical. 3 months in now, green, demand index over 0. Sentiment. Let's go weekly. 4 weeks in with the red ORX indicator. Unless there's really good news tomorrow, I don't see why the crypto market will still continue to pump. I think that was a fool's rally and we're heading back down. I could be wrong, but shit. So we just got now popping up a green ORX indicator for the new day. That's interesting. It didn't show up yesterday for ETH. It showed up today. And the sentiment's still negative. We just blew right through the red and the green on the AI. So that's saying positive. So maybe tomorrow we'll continue to go up. Remember, we're in no man's land right now when it comes to the moon. So we're in the in-between time. We're out of the full moon negative. We're moving into the new moon positive, and that's still a few days away. Got another 5 days left or so. Hedron on the weekly, still chugging along good. Demand index is looking good. So overall, I'd say that if you're in the HEX ecosystem, you're looking good. If you're outside the HEX ecosystem, it's iffy right now. So that was for Paul. We don't know Paul. It looks like HEX is just going to keep going. We're in that period where it's a buy the rumor, sell the news event. There's a lot of traders in HEX at the moment. And that's probably going to last until Richard says, okay, version 3 is live. And then we're probably going to get a small dump. Maybe not a big one because it's just testnet, right? So we didn't get the big traders in yet. It's when the mainnet comes. If Richard gives us a month or 2 weeks of a ramp for mainnet, we could see all-time highs again. We could. KAU Gould, huh? I don't know, problem solver. I'm live right now, so I don't have time to look it up. But I don't know what their coin is. You just go look up Kinesis. They have a website. And that's how you buy the gold and you store it in their system, whatever. You actually get a debit card with Kinesis. Futures are strong, up now. SP 500 up nice also, and DAX is flying up also. 2-year bonds is down, means we go up. Okay, cool. Yeah, because they said they're going to back up the banks. So that's super positive for the markets as a whole. This reminds me of 2008 all over again. Were you guys there? I was there. I was jobless at the time. I just quit my job in Tampa, moved back to Rochester. I was living with my best friend. And I was just sitting there watching CNBC all day long. And the days that the market just absolutely crashed, I was sitting there watching CNBC the whole day. So this reminds me of that all over again, except we don't have Hank Paulson. Is it Hank Paulson? Yeah, I think that was his name. The guy trying to convince the world or for the U.S. market to print a bunch of money to backstop all these banks. They're never going to let them go under. Whenever they say, oh, we need to let them die, man, these people aren't anarcho-capitalists. These people are socialists. They're going to backstop the banks. Yep. Timothy, that we talked about that in the beginning. I actually shared the article about it. HEX is the bee's knees. I like that. Yes, it is. 13 cents a woody would be nice. A little saliva lubricant is paramount for the situation. A lot involved in getting others to play. Yeah. The longer it takes for us to hit the bottom for Bitcoin, the more time it gives the banks to collapse. I foresee BTC maxis slowly all becoming Hexkins. Well, I was talking to one of our fellow Hexkins today, and he was just in El Salvador, and he went to Bitcoin Beach, and he did all those kind of things, and he was telling me the situation there. He said it looks great. From the outside you go and everything's Bitcoin this, Bitcoin that. And if you tell them you're in anything other than Bitcoin, they look at you like you're crazy. Like, why the hell would you hold any other coin except for Bitcoin? Which is kind of odd to me. And he told one of the guys that he was in HEX, and the guy's like, "Oh my God, why would you be involved with that guy? Richard Hart's a scammer. You know what? Why would you put your money in someone like that?" That's how they think. They call Hexicans a cult. Really, Maxis, you guys are in one. Recognize it from far away. So I don't listen to what those guys say. I have lots of Maxi friends. Just got tired of talking to them. Hex to 12 cents in 2.5 weeks. Cookies and crypto. Problem solved. I'm pouting now. Can't do everything while I'm streaming, brother. You think this is bigger than 2008? I remember being a teenager. No, 2008 was bigger because it involved the real estate market and foreclosures and all kinds of stuff. Maybe that's the next iteration, right? Maybe this market gets so bad that, real estate is a lagging indicator. So, and I think Corey will agree with me here, that if the markets get really bad and people can't get loans and people can't refi their houses, people can't afford to make their payments on their interest going up on their loans, it's going to cause defaults and the real estate market will implode, and then we'll have another round of these issues, banks going under. Like the largest bank to ever go out was Washington Mutual. That was the biggest bank ever that collapsed. Well, this one that just collapsed, Silicon Valley Bank, was the second largest in history to ever go under. I think Signature Bank is number 3, and Silvergate is going to be in the top 20 or something. It was one of those kind of numbers. I can't remember the exact numbers, but they're big. These are big banks going under. Backward says this won't be like 2008 as bad. It could be if it starts, contagion goes into the real estate market. But like I said, real estate's a lagging indicator. Socialize the losses, privatize the gains. Yo, Brendan, you got it right. Sounds like 2008. 2008 was a nightmare, and I was completely unaware and unprepared. No more. Damn straight, Timothy. Hex 19 cents. If testnet comes out, let's go. Well, Backman, I think that it might be the other way. I think when the news comes out, the testnet's live, I think some traders are going to trade out, and it'll take a dip, and then they'll rearm themselves when Hex takes like a 30-40% dip and prepare for the mainnet to come. And that might take 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks, 16 weeks. I'm still hoping for May, but that's starting to dissipate. Yes, it was bad. Okay, I do not belong in El Salvador. LOLs. I can't handle maxis. I want to visit, but I'll be wearing all my Hex swag when I go to the Bitcoin beach. 2008 times will be when 2028 hits, but not now. Well, that's the next Shemitah, right? The beginning of 2028, right? So it ended in 2022, so 7 years. So 2029. Okay, so 2029 is the beginning of the next Shemitah. Sorry, guys, my telegrams. I gotta turn off the notifications. Sorry. Give me a second. Telegram can be overbearing sometimes. Mute for 1 hour. Did you guys know you could do that? If you get tired of notifications from one of your channels on Telegram, you can actually mute it for 1 hour. Or 2 hours or the whole day. Yeah. I'm telling everyone, take your profits in 2025, 2026, get everything you need, prepare your life, do what you got to do, because this end of this decade is going to be freaking a ball buster. So make sure you got all your debts paid, get a house. I don't care what the real estate people say, oh, just use debt. I'm not using debt. I'm paying off my damn house if I can. I'll have a house, I'll have a farm, 100% paid for, vehicles are paid for. I'm not messing around with debt. Not towards the end of this decade. El Salvador's crypto city model has 3 hexagons in the middle of it. They subconsciously know hex is the future. I don't trust Bukele though. The president of El Salvador. I know it sounds great that he's arresting all these gang members and putting them all in prison. Thousands he's putting in prison. But remember, a lot of tyrants start off with people with good intentions. Then who are the next group of enemies? You know, they do. Remember the old saying that they grabbed my neighbor, and I said nothing. You know, then when they came and grabbed me, there was no one to protect me. That type of thing. I can't remember the actual saying, but I mean, I feel bad for I know they're gang members. Rehabilitate them. You just don't need to throw them all in prison. Give them jobs. Do something. I don't believe prison's the answer. We could see a recovery on stocks and crypto for a year before we experience max pain in real estate. The market moves like a snail. Exactly. It's a lagging indicator. But when it gets nasty, woohoo! I agree with you, Randy. Maybe hopefully. Oops. Did you see Roku had almost $500 million in SVB? Yeah, I saw that. Roku's one of the companies that had a lot of money sitting in SVB. That's Silicon Valley Bank. Lots was waiting for stream, dozed off. Glad I made it. Hey, TDM10, welcome. Or mute forever. No, I can't, man. You guys are like family now, so that thing just beeps and I gotta go check it. Thank you, Franklin. Hey, do you think Hex can go back to 3 cents before launch? LOL, finally getting some dry powder I can put in. Okay, TDM10. Yes, and this is the reason. People get bored. People are impatient. People have weak hands. And they will sell their Hex if Pulse Chain Mainnet does not come quickly. So testnet can come, but if mainnet doesn't follow it quickly, people will start selling. It's just how it works. And if the crypto market starts getting bad as a whole, people will sell Hex. Because there's a lot of people in crypto that own both Bitcoin and they own Hex. I know a bunch of these people. What do you think, if you're more on the maxi side, what do you think you're going to sell first? You're probably going to sell your Hex first because you're a jackass. But that's okay. There's nothing. They do what they want. I got friends that are Ethereum maxis. The first thing that they will sell is their Hex because they care more about their Ethereum. So I guess we can't judge them. We all love what we love, but their Hex will be sold if the market starts taking time. If this bear market continues to go, and it could, we still could have another year of bear market. I mean, I still consider this a sucker's rally, what we just had. And until I'm proven otherwise, we'll see. The Oryx indicator says we are we're into a new bull market. Seriously, it says we're in a new bull market, but sometimes I have to disagree with the Oryx indicator. Just waiting for I thought this was the big one. But the Federal Reserve came in and saved the day. Encho, hello from Bulgaria. I hope we have a bullish day. There we go. They came for the socialists. I didn't speak out because I was not a socialist. And they came for the trade unionists. I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews. I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. Then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak for me. Martin Nemo here. Yes, thank you, John Doe. Appreciate that. It's exactly true, right? So even though people think Bukele is the best president in Central America right now, he is imprisoning thousands of people just because they consider themselves a gang member, and I don't think that's right. Even if they're not committing crimes, just because they're associated. And then he's claiming, oh, it's so safe to come to El Salvador now. Sure it is. Sure, I understand. But you just violated the rights of thousands of people. Crypto King, thank you, brother. We just shared my Twitter, the backup Twitter. T-shares over T-bonds. Sounds good to me. All right, guys. Unless you don't have any other questions, I'm going to sign out because I'm not talking very good tonight. 243 viewers. Wow, guys, it's amazing. Siri, hi, I'm from Taiwan. Thanks for all you do, man. You're welcome, Siri. I'm trying to keep it going. If you haven't signed up for the newsletter's free. It's down below, the Beehive. Click on that, sign up for that. I'm going to continue growing that. And then we have the Patreon. I haven't showed that tonight. Come join our Patreon. That's $20 a month, and you get to join our private Telegram group. We have a weekly strategy call where we talk about anything that matters in the crypto world. Whatever you guys want, that's what we do. All right, patreon.com/no permissions. And if you want even closer, up close, $250 a month, and I'll do calls with you, an hour call and whatever else we need. So there are those. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, family night. Not that I can't talk, man. Gosh, bit in the side of my mouth. Cheers. I appreciate all of you.